Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Joshana here to talk about some friggin' books. Also, fun news for me, but like, I hope it's noticeable, but maybe it's not. I have a ring light now. It's a smaller one. It's not like the big one that's, I don't know how big they are, like 14 inches diameter. It's a smaller one that just kind of clips to my tripod. And I don't know, I feel like it probably improves the lighting so it's not so yellow. But yeah, I guess let me know if you guys even notice a difference from my normal videos, if you normally watch my videos. Today I am doing the last 10 books tag. I was not tagged by anyone to my knowledge. I saw this on Lacey D. Bell's channel though, link her down below of course, as well as the originator. So this is just a tag about the last book you blah blah blah, the last book you blah blah blah. There's 10 questions. Let's get into it. Number 1 is the last book you didn't finish. And the last book that I did not finish was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But as I mentioned in that video where I said I'm done with Harry Potter, I'm actually not. I will listen to the audiobooks at some point whenever I get them in from the library, which will be in approximately 84 years, I think. Number 2 is the last book you reread. If you watch my videos, you know that I'm currently doing a reread of the Throne of Glass series, so the last book I completed was Crown of Midnight. This thing is freaking huge, I swear to God. Number 3 is the last book that you bought. This was technically pre-ordering Kingdom of Ash. I just did that today, actually, because I hadn't before. And then I was thinking like, oh, I'll just go buy it the day that it comes out. But I really want the Barnes & Noble edition, and I don't know, I just figured I might as well get it. Pre-order it just in case they like don't have it that day or something, which has happened to me before with her books. But before that, one that I purchased recently, just like 2 days ago, I saw someone on Twitter, it's not even a person I follow, but like someone I follow liked this tweet. I can't remember who tweeted it, but somebody tweeted out saying, oh, this self-published author, Brandon Barr, he's a 2-time cancer survivor and actually was just diagnosed with leukemia. And his family could probably use extra income, and so they were just promoting his books. And I clicked the link and it took me to Amazon, and he has this trilogy. I believe it's 3 books anyway, and I purchased the ebooks, and it is Song of the Worlds by Brandon Barr. So when I'm done with the other like 3 or 4 books I'm reading on my Kindle, I will get to that. Number 4 is the last book you said you read but didn't, and I can't think of any. That's not like a thing I do regularly. I'm sure at some point in college I probably did. I had a lot of English classes, and I never just flat out didn't read or didn't like do anything, but there were times where I was like spark notesing it. So I'm sure there was some English class I took where I skimmed and read the spark notes for some story or book. Number 5 is the last book you wrote in the margins of, and I'm pretty sure oh, Lord. R.I.P. headphone users. I believe it was Cartography by Camila Shamsi. I think I wrote in here. Or maybe I just did. I don't write in books a lot, and not for any reason. Like, if you annotate your books, I actually think it's pretty cool to do, because then you can, like, go back and see what your thoughts were. It appears maybe I did not. I just don't do it because I forget. So, I don't know. I couldn't find any in there, but I thought I did. But I think I might have just put tabs. Number 6 is the last book you had signed, and that would be Bright We Burn by Kirsten White. I pre-ordered this. Well, it's all tabbed up still. I pre-ordered this, and I had it personalized to say, to Joshana, always be the dragon, and I freaking love it. And then before that, it was the God's Grave Barnes & Noble edition. I ordered that too, and then ended up not loving it, but whatever, that's a whole other thing. Number 7 is the last book you lost, and I don't know. There was a period of time where a bunch of books from my childhood, I couldn't find the box they were in, but then I found it. So, cool story. I don't really give books away very often, and I'm pretty meticulous as far as, like, it's not like I'm uber tidy. Like, I mean, I'm tidy, but like, you know, I'm not like some minimalist that like has very few things or whatever, but just I'm one of those people where like things have a place and they go in the same place. Like when I come home, I put my keys in the same pocket of my purse. I put my purse in the same area. Like everything in my books all have certain places. Even when I'm not reading them, I set them down in certain places. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't lose things a bunch because I pretty much always know where my belongings are. Number 8 is the last book you had to replace. And I didn't have to replace this, but I previously had the paperback of The Hunger Games, and then I had the hardcover of Catching Fire and Mockingjay. And so I still have the paperback because when I reread, I want to read the paperback, but I did purchase a hardcover, and this was used at Savers, and it's like in pristine condition. But now I need to get the paperbacks of Catching Fire and Mockingjay for rereading purposes. Number 9 is the last book you had an argument over, and I wrote down none because I don't like getting arguments about books. I have different opinions than some people sometimes, and I might like comment on a video and be like, oh, I didn't like it because of this or whatever. Or if I say in a video I didn't like a book and someone's like, I loved it, we'll like discuss it, but I'm not like arguing with people about it. And I mean, again, in college maybe, because English classes, you're critiquing books and, you know, reading it as a class and then debating it and critiquing and whatever. But again, it wasn't, I can't imagine I ever like was arguing with people, but maybe then, I don't know. Number 10 is the last book you couldn't get a hold of. And this one is, I mean, I live in the United States in a city that has a very good library system, a very extensive library system. So I'm pretty privileged in that aspect. It is very easy for me to get books. But the last book I couldn't get a hold of technically was the audiobook of Empire of Storms. I don't even know if there is one. My library doesn't have it. They have the ebook and the physical, but there was no audiobook version, and it was just weird because the library system here typically does have audiobooks of any popular books like that. So it led me to believe, like, is there not an audiobook of Empire of Storms? But maybe there is, and the audiobook just wasn't popular enough and requested enough for the library system to get it. I don't know. It would be weird to me if there was not an audiobook of that. But at any rate, I could not get that. If there is one, I mean, I could go buy it on Audible, but I was clearly trying to not purchase it. And that's all the questions. As always, thank you so much for your time, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that crap. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.